What a wild week. I think my son just got stung by a bee. That's never fun. My daughter tested positive for RSV. And the crazy thing is my daughter got RSV last year too when she was born in September, when she was literally like 2 months old. And that was very terrifying. You know, she was in the hospital and everything last year. Right now she's just coughing and she's not staying in the hospital or anything, which is a good sign. But yeah, it has been quite the week, right? And now we got to talk about Mullen because there's a lot of stuff going on with that. I think my cough is finally going away. I had a crazy cough. Then I went to Mexico for a weekend. Then I got back and the cough kept going on, which was weird. I don't get sick, but it's starting to go away, which is good. So guys, let's talk about Mullen Automotive because the market's opening tomorrow. You saw my video yesterday if you follow this channel. And let me just start by saying, I haven't made a decision yet if I'm going to sell my Mullen shares or if I'm going to hold, okay? Yes, the point of yesterday's video was to show you guys what Mullen has done on a 4-hour time frame when it has crossed certain levels on an RSI, right? So I'll show you the charts again today, but I'm not going to go into details about that. But I want to share some things that I found on X about what's going on with the community right now and what a lot of people are expecting. Before I do that though, don't forget to grab your coffee. Here's mine. That is not my coffee cup. Now, before I show you what's going on with X, Mullen could do one of two things, right? I think all of us as retail would hope that this week David speaks up or the board and says, hey, we're not doing a third reverse stock split. That would be like a miracle from God, because I do think, and I'm sure a lot of people agree with me, if that happens for whatever reason, then I do think the stock price will move up, because for Mullen to come out and say we're not doing a third reverse stock split, that tells us that they have some news that they want to share, or they can start buying back shares and they believe that they can get this over $1. But the other side of it is people saying this was always the plan, a third reverse stock split. David and the board never thought they could get this over $1 organically. So the worst case scenario could be a 1-for-100 reverse stock split, which at right now $14.80 would get us to $14, let's say $15, if we just stayed here. Now, in my video yesterday, I did say I could see us going lower because of technicals and how it's breaking down. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna show you a text that Brad sent me about Class 1 vans. I don't know if anyone knows about it yet, so stay tuned for that. But again, we get the good news and we crash right back down. So my biggest concern right now is what I shared with you on yesterday's video with us breaking down on the RSI, because what has happened before is we go even further down. But again, a miracle could happen, and we all want it to happen, where the board comes out, David comes out and says, hey, we're not doing a third reverse stock split. This is our game plan to get over $1, and bada bing, bada boom, we're moving higher. I don't know if that's necessarily accurate or what's gonna happen, just because I've been in the stock so long, and I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me, that right now we're trapped. David knows it, the board knows it, he knows most of us aren't gonna sell, so we're trapped, so they can do whatever they wanna do. And I know everyone's in a different situation where some people are down to literally hundreds of dollars after investing thousands of dollars. Some people are down thousands of dollars after investing close to 6 figures or even more. So everyone's in a different position on what they want to do and what they feel like they should do. So that's why yesterday's video was just to show you what usually happens with Mullen. So I can definitely understand everyone's perspective saying, hey, I'm down so much. What's the point of even selling right now? That's a risk I might want to take, because if I think they're going to do a third reverse stock split and it crashes another 20 to 50%, let's say from 1480 where we're at right now, well, if I sell here and I really believe we're going down here, well, I just saved a bunch of money, right? And I bring my cost basis down, I collect a lot more shares, and then I ride it up on the next ride up, because Mullen will go up again. I just think more downside is coming first because of everything that's about to happen this week. Right, so hopefully this is making sense to you. I'm really just being open and honest to you guys. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. It's just my own opinion with what I have seen Mullen do so far. So the question I wanted to ask all of you is, are you changing your vote? Because most retail voted no for this third reverse stock split, but a lot of retail are getting phone calls right now from some guy, okay? I've talked personally to some people about this. It's also posted on X, which I'll show you in a second. But someone is calling retail saying, please change your vote basically because Mullen is nervous about going to OTC. So does that mean retail has the numbers right now? Do we have all the votes? Because that would be surprising to me. And the other question is, if there is no third reverse stock split, if it's actually voted no, what happens after that? Is Mullen prepared to drop the news we all want them to drop? Are they prepared to buy back shares? Because I'm pretty sure they could buy back shares. Again, I don't know, but the blackout period, a little alarming. I think I've talked enough at you guys today. So I'm going to share my screen and show you some things that you need to look at. But for me, I'm not changing my vote. So if I get a phone call from anyone, my vote is no. I voted no on the third reverse stock split. I'm not telling you to vote no. I'm not telling you to vote yes. You should do what you want to do. But what I'm doing is voting no, right? I don't want to go through a third one. But that's the other question I have is, if we actually win this thing, and if it is a no, and there's no third reverse stock split because we actually have all the shares, what's going to happen from here? Do we just start to move up? Does the market, how will the market take that, right? Again, is Mullen prepared to drop news and buy back shares? Maybe they probably have something, because another thing you want to think about is David and that guy that works for Mullen that I can't think about right now. I can't think of his name, but he's on X and he posted a picture of himself around Dumb Money, the poster, the movie, and there was a squeeze video going around that David was sending to people. Cha-Cha was sharing it, who blocked me on X. So many people were sharing this video. So again, is that part of this too? Like, it's just a freaking mess right now. So let's get into this. So the investor bull posted, Mullen, same people who were for the reverse split, last two reverse splits, are starting to convince you to change your no vote for the third reverse split a week before 12:15 meeting. Let me be clear, do not change your no vote. Okay. If you vote yes, the stock price will be attacked, just like last two RSs, and we'll be back below $1 in no time. And I actually do agree with this. Look at MCOM. They just did a 1 for 50, I think, reverse stock split. It's their second time doing a reverse stock split. They got up to like 220, and now they're below $1 within a week. It's crazy. It's crashed over 50%. Same thing will happen with Mullen. I firmly believe that no matter what news they put out. And I think that's what the board assumes, and that's what they know, because here's a piece of evidence for you, and you can look online. They haven't bought any shares. So why hasn't David and the board bought any shares out of their own pocket? If they believe in this company, they'd be buying some shares. Because my opinion, the third reverse stock split is going to be happening, which I've been stating for months now. You can see Joel said right here, I received a call yesterday from a company allegedly hired by MA asking me to change my vote. Absolutely not. It would crush the stock price yet again, after another reverse split. Do better, DM and MA. Come up with a plan that protects your share price and your shareholders this time. Stock price, whatever it is, right? And I agree with Joel. I agree with the investor bull. That's why I'm not switching my vote. But just so you all know, if you're not on X, this is kind of what's going on over this last week. Let's talk about Brad now. Hey Brad, did you guys get any M1s this week? Looks like 39 at least. Just waiting on where to ship, but been covered up. Doing that, everyone needs to chill till we get it done. Almost to the finish line. You guys gotta chill, okay? So then my response was this. This is how chill I am. Love it. So hopefully Brad is on our side. I feel like he is, but again, he doesn't control the stock price. Sorry, I didn't want that picture in my background anymore, but he doesn't control the stock price, right? He works for Randy Marion. He is the lead, I would say the leader for Mullen that is associated with Randy Marion. So that's why we go to Brad for information, because we don't find out information from Mullen Automotive. So again, this is where we're at right now. So of course, guys, let me know what you think down below. Leave a comment. Don't forget to drop a like. I would appreciate that. I think there's a lot of bots that comment on this and scams, so be careful. I would never WhatsApp you. I will never text you. The only way I would communicate with you is probably if you comment on the video, or of course if you're in my Patreon, which you can join down below. We have an awesome community. I think we have like 154 members now. A bunch of people got in the last couple of days, so excited to see what 2024 brings. I'm also adding crypto to the Patreon, so I'm holding 6 cryptocurrencies right now that I'm feeling really good about over these next 12 to 18 months. So if you want to learn more about that, you can also join the links down below in the Patreon and get access to all my live trades of when I'm buying, when I'm selling certain cryptos. I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to make a ton of money in 2024, especially in the crypto market. But I also just updated everyone on PayPal, which is a stock, which is a company. So go ahead, check that out. Maybe I'll make a video sometime this week about PayPal. Let me know what other stocks you would like me to cover. I've enjoyed Mullen, and I would love to keep covering Mullen. But right now, it's a circus, and we all know that. And I hope things get better. Enjoy your Sunday, guys. We'll see you on the next one.